This podcast encourages and empowers you to create your own unique real story, develop your own unique real statement, and discover your own unique real self. The power is yours. Good night, Eva Medilek. How are you doing on this wonderful, beautiful night?
Well, I'm doing just great because I am in California and it's still sunny here.
Love it. It's one of the benefits of being behind time, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Well, do tell us, which of your talents is responsible for us connecting at this specific time in history?
Well, I believe it's because I am a relationship style success coach, which means I help highly driven individuals restore intimacy to the relationships through effective communication. And that's probably why we got to be in this space together today.
Ooh, well, that sounds intriguing. Tell me a bit more, please, about what you do.
Well, I help highly driven individuals through my personal experiences, along with my leadership and transformational training, really restore intimacy through effective communication. So what I do is I help them identify the relationship style impression that was impressed upon them from childhood and actually can be damaging to our adult relationships. And so we identify that, and then we actually work on restoring and maintaining connection through making shifts in our communication that will support more connected, intimate relationships.
Mm-hmm. Now I'm intrigued by the logo that you have up here. It seems as though the individuals are wrapped in a flower. Could you just explain that for me, please?
Well, that's interesting. My graphic designer made that for me. When I was coaching people in midlife transition, it was really a woman coming out of the flower herself. And so now that my focus is on relationships and connection and the embrace, we put a couple in there actually blossoming to a new relationship, because I believe that when you have that break in connection and there's a gap in your intimacy and connection in your relationship, when you come together, you are really creating a brand new relationship and not just a repair or a fix or a band-aid of the old one.
Who did you learn how to be a mediator from?
I actually am a graduate of Ascension Leadership Academy in San Diego, and I've done some work with Heart Core Leadership as well. So I've worked with a lot of amazing coaches and mentors along my journey.
Why would you continue to repeat this skill? Definitely, I'm sure you've seen the good and the worst parts of relationships, right? Which definitely can carry some trauma with it. Nevertheless, why will you continue to repeat these skills of helping others?
Well, I'm actually really passionate about helping couples find their way back to each other. It stems from my personal experience of a breakdown in my marriage and just the beauty of the new relationship we created. Having that breakdown into a breakthrough, I want that for everybody who's experiencing that disconnection and that feeling of being stuck and maybe even hopeless or settling that this is all there is, that if they do the work necessary, they can really create a beautiful relationship with the same one they're with.
Where's the best place for someone that's listening to connect with you?
On my website, www.evamedilek.com.
There we go. Tell me one other thing, Eva, you've done consistently over the last 3 years, please.
I've actually stayed in the work of personal development and transformation. I'm always, my motto is always learning, always growing. And so I continually am in a community of people who continue to call me forth and hold me high to my word and my integrity and my personal growth and development. So I've been in that work consistently for about 4 to 5 years now.
Wow. How does that make you feel?
It actually makes me feel like I always have room to grow and improve. I never feel like I'm there, like I'm complete. But I feel support and love, and know that if I stay in the work, I'll continue to learn and grow and be able to be of service to others.
Oh, the amazing Teresa de Gruba connected us. Is that one of the circles you were speaking about that you exist in that definitely helped to build you up?
That's a beautiful community to be in. And, just their platform of generosity and forgiveness is something that's very near and dear to my heart. Like, one of the things that I really work with my clients is generosity and compassion.
Suggest to someone that's listening why they should do what you've done, Eva.
Because life is so much richer when you are in connection and harmony with the one you love, as opposed to settling or frustration or disappointment. It is possible, no matter how many years you've been together, to really reconnect on a higher level and create that relationship to take you into your later years.
Amazing audience, you're hearing it live here from Eva Medilek. Eva, let's switch gears for a moment. Let me invite you into my time machine that is surrounded with beautiful, warm, blue Caribbean water. Eva, what is your earliest childhood memory?
My earliest childhood memory, I believe, is being a young girl and seeing my dad come home from work in his police uniform. He was a motorcycle cop, and just being really shy and intimidated around him because he was such a commanding presence in that uniform.
How old were you in that memory?
I think I was about 3.
Why do you think this memory is so clear?
Well, I think it's clear because I do have photos from it. And I do remember just being shy, sitting on his lap, taking that photo in that moment, and it was captured. And so it just stands out in my mind.
How do you see that memory connecting to who you are today?
Well, your dad is literally your first love affair as a little girl. And just knowing that feeling of awe and like, oh my God, my daddy is so tall and so handsome and such an amazing presence in my life. And it just really, I know a lot of people don't have that privilege of growing up with a dad in their lives, and I did. However, some of the things that I learned from my dad about relationships did not serve me completely well in my own relationships, but I get to love him for who he is and get to have compassion, and knowing that it was never his intention to hurt or damage in any way, and that, all of our parents just did the best they could with the knowledge that they have.
Can I offer an interpretation to the thought picture you created in my mind?
Yes, please, go ahead.
I love the fact that love helps to strip away the uniforms in life. And those uniforms can take on different appearances. In your particular situation, it was, that commanding police officer. And in some others, it's definitely different. But I love the way that love stripped away whatever was there, whatever is there. And I think it's a powerful step in what you do. Correct me if I am inaccurate, but love is definitely a key, isn't it?
Oh my God, yes. Of course, yes. And, also as you were explaining your interpretation, I saw it as feeling protected by him. And a lot of what we experience in our relationships is the result of love and protection. And sometimes it comes out in a way that is misunderstood. And I know from experience that how people react when they want to protect you may feel that they're trying to stop you or they don't believe in you, but it's really all out of love and protection. And so when you take the time to peel back the layers and find out why this was said or that was done, it all comes back to the same. I love you and I want to protect you from being hurt.
Yeah, just like peeling back those petals, right? And seeing that couple inside there, right? Oh, I love it. right, Eva. Well, if we fast forward to when you were 12 years old, what was your favorite song?
Oh my God, you had me go way back, way back. And what I remember was a song by Roberta Flack, actually, called Where's the Love? Because I remember belting that song out when it came out and thinking I could sing at that point.
It's amazing how it connects, right? I mean, your life purpose is helping helping other individuals get the answer to that question sometimes, yeah? Where's the love?
Yeah. And it was also when I had my first kiss. So there you go.
Oh, there we go. All right. All right, Eva. Well, we've arrived at our destination. But before we get off of this time machine, there is a small declaration form. So it's yes or no. We're going to move pretty quickly here. Are you ready?
Yes.
Eva, have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
No.
Are you married?
Yes.
Do you have children?
Yes.
Do you believe in God?
Questionable. I believe in the universe.
Do you have an inner circle of friends?
Yes.
Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
No.
How about 3 hours a week?
Yes.
What about screen time, the phone or the computer? Is it more than 8 or less than 8 hours a day?
It's more than 8 because that's where my work is.
Eva, if you had to share with us your own unique real statement, a statement that represents who you are, Eva Medilek, what would you say that is?
I am the CEO of my actions, not the employee of my results.
Ooh, love that. All right. Definitely love that. Never heard that before. Eva, this has been a great pleasure. Before you leave, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
Yes, I want to share actually a equation that I have. It's S plus R equals R. The situation plus your response equals your results. You are responsible to act responsibly, and you have control over your response in any situation that will yield the results that you want.
Beautiful. Eva, again, great pleasure. Thank you for being on what is inspired by 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones.
Thank you for having me. It was my pleasure.
You're welcome. A pleasure I treasure.
This segment has been brought to you by Amazel Enterprise.